morning children. Welcome to English language class. In your previous session, you learned about coordinating conjunctions. Today, we will continue our session with the discussion of subordinating conjunctions. By the end of this video, you will be able to define subordinating conjunctions, list the different categories of subordinating conjunctions. Also, you will be able to identify subordinating conjunctions in the sentences and same words used as preposition, conjunction and relative adverbs and conjunctions. Let's begin the class, children. Subordinating conjunctions can be classified into 9 categories according to their meanings. Subordinating conjunctions of time, purpose, reason or cause, condition, concession or contrast, comparison, result or effect or consequence, manner or extent, and the last one is place. The chief subordinating conjunctions denoting time are after, before, since, as soon as, when, whenever, while, until, as, till, so long as, hardly when, no sooner than. Look at the example. The patient had died before the doctor arrived. Here in this example, the conjunction before is the conjunction denoting time. It is joining two clauses, so it is subordinating conjunction. Let's have a look on these examples. I returned home after he had left. When I went home, she was not there. You can keep my books as long as you wish. In these examples, subordinating conjunctions after, when, as long as are subordinating conjunctions of time. Next kind of subordinating conjunctions showing purpose are lest, in order that, so that, etc. Let's read the examples. Walk fast lest you should miss the train. Now here in this example, the conjunction lest is the conjunctions denoting purpose. It is joining two clauses, so it is subordinating conjunction. Let's read the examples for more clarification. I took the scooter in order that I might reach office in time. We eat rich food so that we may keep fit. We eat that we may live. Now in these examples, subordinating conjunction in order that, so that and that are subordinating conjunctions of purpose. Next kind of subordinating conjunctions denoting reason or cause are because, since, as, that, etc. Let's read the examples. She is happy because she has won the first prize. Here in this example, the conjunction because is the conjunction denoting reason or cause. Let's take up a few more examples for more clarification. As I was ill, I did not go to school. I am glad that you like it. Now here in these examples, subordinating conjunctions as and that are subordinating conjunctions of reason or cause. Next kind of subordinating conjunctions denoting condition are if, unless, provided, provided that, supposing, on condition, etc. Let's read the examples. I shall have a cup of tea if you do. Now here children, in this sentence, the conjunction if is the conjunction denoting condition. Let's read some more examples. I shall lend you money provided you return it within a month. I asked him whether he was going to attend the party. Now here in these examples, subordinating conjunctions provided and whether are subordinating conjunctions of condition. The next kind of subordinating conjunctions denoting concession or contrast are though, although, yet, however, notwithstanding, as, even if, whatever, whichever, in case, etc. Let's read the examples. Though he scolds me, yet I respect him. Now children, here in this sentence, conjunction though is the conjunction denoting concession or contrast. Let's take up a few more examples. Although he is rich, he is unhappy. You cannot win her heart, however cunning you may be. I will go alone in case he does not come. Now children, here in these examples, subordinating conjunctions, although, however, and in case are subordinating conjunctions of concession or contrast. The next subordinating conjunctions denoting comparison are than, as dash as, so dash as, etc. Let's read the examples. Silk is not more useful than cotton. Here in this sentence, the conjunction than is the conjunction denoting comparison. Let's read a few more examples for more clarification. He is as shy as his sister. She is not so ugly as you think. Here in these examples, subordinating conjunctions as and so as are subordinating conjunctions of comparison. The next subordinating conjunctions denoting result or effect or consequence are that, so that, such that, etc. Let's read the examples. He ate so much that he fell ill. Now children, in this example, the conjunction so that is the conjunction denoting result or effect or consequence. Let's read more examples. Geeta is so charming that she wins everyone's heart. He spoke in such a low voice that few could hear him. Here in these examples, subordinating conjunctions so that and such that are subordinating conjunctions of comparison. The next subordinating conjunctions denoting manner or extent are so far as if, as so, as, etc. Let's take up an example. He talks as if he is an officer. Here in this sentence, the conjunction as if is the conjunction denoting manner. Let's take up a few more examples. So far as I could see, he was speaking the truth. As you sow, so shall you reap. Do as I tell you. Here in these sentences, subordinating conjunctions so far as, so, and as are subordinating conjunctions of manner. The last subordinating conjunctions denoting place are where, wherever, whence, etc. Let's read the examples. I shall sit where I find a place. Here in this sentence, the conjunction where is the conjunction denoting manner. Let's take up a few more examples. You may go wherever you like. She put the pen whence she had taken it. Here in these sentences, subordinating conjunctions wherever and whence are subordinating conjunctions of place. I hope children you have understood kinds of subordinating conjunctions well. Now let's continue with the use of subordinating conjunction. As we have already discussed that a subordinating conjunction is used to join a subordinate clause to the main clause, let's observe the following examples. The train was running, he fell off. Here in this sentence, two actions are taking place at the same time. So, we can use subordinating conjunction while to join both the sentences. While means at the same time. So here the combined sentence will be, while the train was running, he fell off. Let's observe the next example. We finished our dinner. My mother-in-law arrived. In this sentence, second action is taking place immediately after the first action. Whenever we have to refer to an action happened immediately after the first action, we can use as soon as. So here the combined sentence will be, as soon as we finished our dinner, my mother-in-law arrived. Let's move to the next examples. Don't eat too much, you will fall ill. In this sentence, we are talking about some warning. So we can use if. Children, keep in mind the part of the sentence which contains the conjunction if will be written in the simple present tense and the other part will be written in simple future tense. So the combined sentence will be, if you eat too much, you will fall ill. Let's proceed to the next example. He is very weak. He cannot move from his bed. Here in this sentence, the second action is showing the consequence of the first action. This is the effect of something that has been done. Children, according to this sentence, what is the effect of being very weak? The effect is that he cannot move from his bed. Whenever you have to show the effect or result or consequence, you can write the conjunction so that. In place of very, write down so, and in place of full stop, write down that. So the combined sentence will be, he is so weak that he cannot move from his bed. I hope, children, you have understood kinds of coordinating and subordinating conjunctions. Now there are some words used both as preposition and conjunction. Let's take up a few examples to understand how same words act as a preposition as well as conjunction. Children, what is preposition? A preposition is a word that is placed before a noun or a pronoun to show its relation to some other word in a sentence. Look at these examples. The police ran after the thief. Here in this sentence, which word shows the relation between police and the thief? Children, here the word is after. So the word after is acting as a preposition in this sentence. Let's read the next example for more clarification. He will stay here till Sunday. We have not seen her since she left school. She came before the fixed time. Here in these sentences, till, since and before are the prepositions that are placed before a noun or a pronoun to show their relations to the other words in the sentences. Now what is conjunction? A conjunction is a joining word or linker or a connector. It connects two clauses or two sentences. Now look at these examples. She came after mother had gone. In this sentence, we have two clauses. She came and mother had gone, which are joined by word after. So, whenever a word that joins two clauses is known as conjunctions. Let's read the next examples. He failed because he did not work hard. I believe it since you say so. She had left before I came. Here in these examples, the word because, since and before are acting as a connector to join both the clauses. I hope, children, you have understood well the difference between preposition and conjunction. Now there are same words used as relative adverbs and conjunctions. Relative adverbs adds to the meanings of verb, other adverb or an adjective of the sentence. Whereas a conjunction is only a connector and does not describe anything. Let's take up these examples. Tell me the way how you reached there. Do you know how he passed? Here in both the sentences, we have used the word how. In the first sentence, tell me the way how you reached there. The word how refers back to its antecedent, that is way. Therefore, it is a relative adverb. Whereas in the second sentence, do you know how he passed? The word how is used to join two clauses. Do you know and he passed? There is no antecedent that the word how describes. So here it is used as a conjunction. Let us take up one more example. I know the time when he will come, and I know when he will come. Here in both the sentences, we have used the word when. In the first sentence, I know the time when he will come. The word when refers back to its antecedent, that is time. Therefore, it is a relative adverb. Whereas in the second sentence, I know when he will come, the word when is used to join two clauses. I know and he will come. There is no antecedent that the word when describe. So here it is used as a conjunction. So that's all for today's session, children. I hope you have understood well the difference between relative adverb and conjunctions. Your homework for today is to revise the topic thoroughly and solve the exercises given in your SNAP homework. Thank you.